still get better. Where'd you go from one last? Weather was cool. Still cool down there? Hey, Mo.
It's a little more, but then it had the humidity, so
Oh, yeah. All right.
that makes it a lot to be outside and enjoy it.
All right. Yeah, my wife's taking the 30th anniversary cruise in July. All that.
Budget overtime for the police department is $300,000. Year to date right now is $410,335. We're gonna have to talk to somebody about all this.
7.
I don't go up in that place. My parents are the last of the original.
I told him, he said he'd been like that for 15 years.
I heard the doors all the killed. It wasn't cheap. Oh, killed. I need to go to the nest. The doors? Was she shot that too? Yeah. She killed her. She shot him in the back.
You see, this house been like 2 years.
Yeah, we're-
She was on clean that house. She cleaned right. She was clean.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't 3 or 4 times. We're gonna make a motion to add that Jimmy especially.
All rise.
Please bow your head. Father God, we thank you for another day. We thank you for our health and our strength. We thank you for watching over us every day. Father God, I ask that you guide us to make the right decision. These things I ask in your name. Amen.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, Ms. Terry.
Councilman Tyler Turner.
Here.
Councilwoman Terry Lambert.
Here.
Councilman Eddie Williams.
Here.
Councilman Kirk Boudreaux.
Here.
Councilwoman Cynthia Green Davis.
Here.
Before we start, I want to make a motion to amend the agenda to add a number 9. Mr. Sam, he's having a back-to-school fly kicks on, it looks like, let's see, July 10th to August 10th, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the corner of Cornerview Road. He has that, a back-to-school sale every year. So I'd like to add that to be on the agenda as number 9.
I second it.
We have a motion by Councilwoman Lambert, second by Councilman Turner.
Roll call vote, Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Cynthia Green Davis.
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, public comment period. Terry, did you get any speakers? No? Okay. Moving on to number 6. Approve the minutes of the regular meeting of the mayor and city council taken on Monday, May 11th, 2026.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Councilman Williams.
Second.
Second by Councilman Turner.
Roll call vote, Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia Green Davis.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Number 7, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of the mayor and city council taken on Tuesday, May 26, 2026.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Councilman Williams.
Second.
Second by Councilman Turner.
Roll call vote, Councilman
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert,
Yes.
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia Gray James.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Number 8, approve the minutes of a regular meeting of the mayor and city council taken on Monday, June 8th, 2026.
I think we might have some problems with that one. Is that the one that the budget was attached to, the budget summary? Huh?
Now, that's the one y'all just voted on.
Yeah, the June 8th agenda was the one I wasn't present, and I think Ms. Terry was not here as well. So we have a motion, do we have a second?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Councilman Williams.
Second.
Well,
Second by Councilman Turner.
Roll call vote, Councilman Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert,
yes.
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia Gray James.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Next up, we amended the agenda to add Mr. Sam with Easy Sports. You want to come up and say a few words about it? That's your annual event with the tents, so.
Doing
So
fine.
it's a yearly thing that I do for kids every year, for back to school. So I gather up all the sizes and the products that are not selling well, so I blow them out at a cheap price. So I hope you guys can approve it. That's it.
How long this gonna last?
I normally do it for a whole month.
Till school starts?
Yes.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve. A second.
Motion to approve by Councilman Turner, second by Councilman Williams.
Roll call vote, Councilman Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert,
Yes.
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia Gray James.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Number 10, approve the following Gonzales Police Department items as surplus. A Glock model G45 serial number BLBF077 is going to be purchased by FOP for retirees. 5 L3 Ecotech weapon sight serial number A0575126. 344909, 183849, 183835, 183850, end of service life. Next is an Aimpoint Micro T2 weapon sight, serial number W3915765, is the end of its service life. Next, we have a 3 Mavic 2 Enterprise UAV, serial number 298DG7PR0151VP, 298DG7PRO1SPPB. 2018 AP4678, that's the end of its service life. Software is no longer supported.
Make the motion to approve as surplus. A second.
Motion to surplus by Councilman Turner, second by Councilman Williams.
Roll call vote, Councilman Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert,
Yes.
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia Gray James.
Yes.
Motion passed, thank you. Let's see, this is going to be number 11. Approve the following vehicles as surplus. 2018 Ford F-150, serial number 1FTE W1E 54JFC 39385. That's for the fire department, no longer in use. 2011 Chevrolet Tahoe, serial number 1GNLC 2E00BR 362991. That's also the fire department. A 2013 Ford Explorer, serial number 1FM5K7B88DG B07933. That's for the police department. 2015 Ford Explorer, serial number 1FMJU 1FT5 FEF 44940. That's also the police department.
And that's a Ford Expedition
What did I say? I'm sorry.
Explorer.
Explorer, you're right. Expedition. I'm going too fast. 2015 Ford F-150, serial number 1FT MF 1CP 5FK D62157, recreation. Another 2011 Ford F-150, serial number 1FTF W1CF 7BF B7 1794 for recreation. And a 2008 Ford F-50, serial number 1FT RX 12W 28FA 63104, recreation. And last, we have our two trash trucks we no longer use. First one's a 2010 International Grapper, serial number 1HTMMAAN 5AH245839. That's for sanitation. And the last one is also a grapple truck, 2012 International Grapple Truck, serial number 3HAMMAAN 1CL052486 for sanitation.
I'll make a
Motion to
motion to
approve.
approve. I'll second it.
We have a motion by Councilman Williams, second by Councilman Boudreaux.
Roll call vote, Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Councilwoman Leonard.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia Gray Jennings.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Number 12, in accordance with LARS 4219.1, the City of Gonzales hereby gives notice that a public hearing will be held at the city's council regular meeting at City Hall, 120 South Irma Boulevard, Gonzales, Louisiana, on Monday, July 13th, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. to consider the adoption of the 2026 millage rates.
Okay, this is for fire. Is that the one that comes up every year?
Yeah, so there's, good evening, council. There's two millage rates on the books. One's for fire, one's for your general alimony. So one fund, general fund, one fund's fire department in the general fund. This is not rolling forward. Your next reassessment year will be 2028. So this is maintaining the same millage rates you adopted last year.
Yeah, we do this every year, right? I think if I can remember. Okay, I'll make a motion.
Yep.
To approve.
I'll second.
I don't think it needs a motion.
Just for public
I think it's just a hearing.
Just call for a public hearing, that's all.
Okay, all right.
So we'll set the public hearing for July 13th, 2026 at 5:30 p.m.
Okay. Jacob, next is the, Jacob do the finance report, number 13.
Yes, so in your packet, you should have had April financial packet. So I'll go over some high-level numbers and then sort of tell you where things stand at this point. On the front page, your schedule of cash and investments. Up top and right in the middle of the page, investment accounts totaling $22.2 million. You'll see the restrictions and commitments and unassigned money. Unassigned basically means it's unrestricted and can be used at administration's discretion upon budget adoption. The cash balance in your checking accounts, $7,447,000, giving you total funds on hand at April 30th of just shy of $30 million. On those funds, we've earned about $1 million in interest over the last year. So things investment-wise are going really good in terms of investment performance for you. On the second page, just a summary of revenue and expenditures by fund. All the details of these figures are throughout the packet. If you wanted to dig into there, but I was just going to hit each one high level. So being 11 months into the year, I anticipate that revenues will be about 93% of budget, as well as expenditures. General fund revenues are actually 2% ahead of budget. I think that was just a result of conservative budgeting in the prior year. Expenditures for general fund are at 94%. So a little higher than anticipated, although we did amend the budget for a few line items that were identified as going over the 5% threshold. So compliance-wise, at year end should be fine there. We had budgeted $191,000 deficit for the general fund. We're at about a $1.6 million surplus for general fund through 11 months. Utility fund revenues are about $500,000 over budget through 11 months. Expenditures are about $862,000 under budget, giving you a surplus year to date at about $2.6 million for year to date. The capital outlay, we are showing a small deficit on the books there. We do have some ARPA money we have to recognize. It's basically the way that ARPA is accounted for is that it's held as a liability until you meet an eligible cost. So we have about $2 to $3 million on the balance sheet last year as unearned that we'll recognize this year. So that will be adjusted for as we prepare for audit. To recognize those revenues on the remaining ARPA costs at the Freeland Jackson Center. The other large operating fund, Pace Center, budgeted revenues of right over $1 million. We're at about $732,000. We're at about 72%. So we're a little behind there. Although expenditures are under budget, we're only at about 50% of expenditure budget. So looks like we're going to end up potentially with a surplus there. We're at about $107,000 surplus through April at the Pace Center. Sales tax is on the next page. Year-to-date collections about $18.5 million on a budget of $19.7. So we're running about 2% ahead of budget for sales tax collections through 11 months. Compared to prior year, we're about 0.6% lower than we were in the prior year. So it's slightly lagging compared to previous fiscal year, but nothing to get too alarmed about that. But if you have any other questions, happy to entertain those. All right. In terms of finances, happy to report we are working on May at this point in time. So we're 22 days after the fiscal year end. Talked to my staff working your account today. She was anticipating reconciling cash today or tomorrow. So after that's done, we will start audit prep. Hopefully, from where we were last year at this point in time, we're much ahead. I hope to be presenting these financial statements to you on a monthly basis going forward. So that is my goal.
What about a copy of the budget?
I did send that, I sent the budget out the week after it was adopted. I'll have to check my emails. I thought I had sent the PDF over. Yeah. So.
Okay, I talked to you this morning about general government. We took out 70,000, 50 of community development, 20,000 JFA. That's accounted for. We went from 1,866,500 to 17,96,500. We took out 7,000. The senior citizens, we didn't really know what that was for. We're not spending a whole lot of money in recreation. That went from 1,146,000 to 1,139,000. The 680,000 that we removed in budgeted salaries, where would that be reflected on here? Or is it? It doesn't look like it is.
Yeah, I did not change any line items except the ones that were specified on there.
You didn't change any line items except for the ones that were specified?
I'm gonna have to defer to administration on their take on the impact of that budget amendment. But just the individual line items that changes were requested, were the ones that were changed.
So you didn't get a request. The council is the governing authority who decides how the budget, and we voted 5-0 to take $680,000 out of the budgeted salaries. So I don't know why this wasn't taken out. Anybody have an explanation?
Mr. PD, come up, please.
Administration complied with exactly what the amendment was.
The only 3 line items that were addressed, those changes were made. Those line items were requested to be amended, therefore none were. That's why.
We specifically changed the budgeted salaries. We went in and did every single salary. So that needs to be changed.
Well, that exceeds your authority according to the Attorney General.
It doesn't exceed our authority.
Indeed it does.
And if you want to talk about the Attorney General opinion, you need to read page 4, okay?
I did.
Because reading is
I do.
important.
I mean, I'm not a
but reading
massage therapist.
comprehension is
Only
more
law school
important.
practice 12 years.
You're not comprehending.
Well, I'm not a massage
You're
therapist, so
you're
I
cherry
probably don't have
picking,
that
you're cherry
that
picking what
expertise.
you want the Attorney General, because we've seen it all over Facebook. You're cherry picking. You need to read page 4.
I read
Your
page 4.
position is meaningless without our approval in the budget. You're not even approved to be here, okay?
And
Much
yet-
less have a car
and
and a
yet-
city credit card.
And yet, here I am.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess you are. That's the problem.
I do have Jacob, I have a question, and maybe this may address something. The line item amendments that were agreed upon and passed, what does that have, what effect does that have over the overall budget? Is it- is it-
3.22%.
Is there any guidance that you can pay?
I don't know what the total is off the top of my head, but it's the line items that, Councilman Lambert read out.
Yeah, 77,000.
Okay.
Which is accurately reflected in the amended budget. That it? Mess it down, man?
Yes, sir.
We added the pages to the budget, 8A,
Right.
like.
And they were included in the
That
budget.
showed the itemized budget, salaries.
Okay.
I mean, we put them in the
Which
budget.
itemizes
Yeah.
all City of Gonzales salaries by department.
Okay.
And we just took that figure was total out of everything we took out, and we listed it on all the pages.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay? But
And it was
that's
added
the
to-
budget we
And it
adopted.
was added to the budget. It was added to the budget. All of those pages are in, I got
I
a
know.
copy of them. Yeah, they're in there.
But I'm just saying, that's what we, on that budget, we line item everything.
I don't disagree with you.
And what is the effect of those amendments? Do you have can you kind of clarify for them what the effect of what they did on May 11th?
It was added to the budget.
Okay.
That's the only effect, that's the effect it had. And I got a copy if you want to look at it.
We all got copies,
Okay.
but we added the pages to the budget,
Yeah, we already
amended the
established
budget
that.
to add the pages.
And they were added.
The pages were added, but the math wasn't done, so the 680 is still in there.
And I read the budget law a bunch, Mayor, and I don't know about the math thing. I don't
Right.
think that's anywhere in there. Pretty certain.
Exactly.
So you're saying that the 680,000 was not taken out?
No, nor should it have been. Where was it gonna
Again,
be
we're the
taken from?
governing authority, we decide what goes in and what comes out, not you. And I think the Attorney General's report says not one individual, I think it says by the governing authority, which is the council.
And what does it say about the council? We can debate it. Go ahead and read it.
I'm not gonna debate with you.
And I'll tell you what it
That's
really
That's
means.
a lost cause. I don't know why you would want to stay somewhere where you don't want it. I can't wrap my head around that for the life of me.
Our team of employees is like a family. And I'm happy to be a part of that family. Been a very gratifying experience. Councilman James, anything else?
No, I was just wondering why, I didn't hear an answer to my question.
Because your colleague interrupted. Well, can you restate
Why,
it?
why was the 680,000 that we approved not taken from the budget?
I'd have to explain to you how budgeting works. The funds that are appropriated are in several hundreds of line items. What you did didn't impact the 3 line items. That's why. And those 3 line items that were specified in there, those changes were made by Mr. Wagasback. If that answers your question.
Yeah, no, it don't answer my question.
Well, I believe it does, but
No. I mean, if we voted to remove it, it should be removed.
do you understand what a line item is?
Yes, I do.
Do you? Okay. Because 3 line items were specified in the amendment. And those changes, those amendments were added to the final product. All 3 of those line items, the changes were made. That was the only 3 line items that was in the amendment. And the way to change that budget is to actually change the line items, which was not done, except for those 3. Does that answer your question?
No. No, I think we
Well, that's
did
the
it
best
the
I
right
can do
way.
for you.
I think we did it the right way when we removed
I
it.
disagree.
Well, I'm looking at the administration budgeted salaries. I don't see a chief of staff on here or a salary.
And you might want to read the first 3 pages of the AG's opinion that clearly stated that the mayor.
I read
can
the
add-
whole thing.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm the one who wrote and asked, and if the salary issue would not be addressed by me, it wouldn't even be in here, okay?
I'll concede that.
So he can appoint you and create whatever, he can create a door greeter if that's what the mayor wants to do. But
According-
when it comes
according
to
to-
paying that door greeter, that decision is up to us. And you are not listed in this budget, so I think it's time we move along and
Is that it? Or we just moving along and that was the end of it?
yeah, the council's gonna have to decide what we're gonna do.
That is your prerogative.
Every step of the way, you have interfered, and the mayor has interfered in our legislative duties up here. You have put gag orders on employees, you have stopped us from getting pertinent information for all of us to do our jobs. And when you get in our way, you get in the taxpayers' way. That's what you're doing. They are angry about this. I can tell you. Y'all, this is not a personal enterprise. This is not a private enterprise y'all are running up here. This is city government.
The citizens of Gonzales are angry, or people from Prairieville?
No, I don't entertain people from Prairieville.
So who are you talking about?
Gonzales.
I beg to differ.
Well, that's on you.
That's why they have elections, Mayor, 2028.
It's probably time for you to sit down.
I don't answer to you, Councilwoman.
Well, you don't answer to anybody, obviously. That's why you're at the courthouse 3 days a week, taking notes and doing your newspaper. That's why you're over tipping on a city credit card. That's what the people of the city are upset about. They see you at the courthouse writing news stories. What are you doing? You tell them that you're sick. They saw your vehicle back in February at the ethics board. At the ethics board, your vehicle was there, in a city vehicle. And you're telling HR that you're sick. You're lying.
Can we get HR
You're
here,
a
Mayor?
waste of taxpayer dollars is what you are. It's nothing personal. We just don't have employees that get to do that. We don't see Roosevelt doing stuff like that.
It is fortunate for me that the
We
mayor,
don't
that the mayor
have
disagrees
employees
with
that
me.
do that kind of stuff. It's the tipping on the city credit card and all that stuff. This has got to end. This
Ms.
has
Terry.
got to end.
You mean the one incident?
No, more than one.
No, not more than one.
Anyway, let's move
I
on.
challenge you, I defy you to come up with another incident. I'm daring you to do it.
We can move on.
Are we moving on, Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
It's obviously not going to take
Thank you,
this
sir.
80 out of the budget, so.
not moving on?
Thank you.
Okay.
Roll.
The engineering report is next.
Good evening. Good evening.
Mr.
Robert
Mendoza.
Mendoza with All South Consulting. A couple of updates. Freeland Jackson, I would like to say we finally have power at the Freeland Jackson Center,
All right.
which will allow the project now to finally get to completion on the last week of July. So we're very excited. We finally got that right before Arthur came through. Our Lady of the Lake Connector Roadway, the land donation was completed and recorded at the courthouse. So the next step will be the issuing of the notice of award and a resolution to sign that construction contract, which we hope to have for you at the next council meeting. The Kennedy Heights drainage, the pre-construction work, the layout work, that continues on. The project sign will be erected this week, and you'll start to see the beginnings of that construction, some of the silt fence work that protects the drainage. And then we did get from the contractor, the project sign will be located at West or East Row and South John Avenue. That's where the project sign will be. And then we also got a letter from the contractor, so pretty much whenever he's going to be affecting a home, those homeowners will be notified 48 hours before he starts construction in that area. So, and included in that notice is the superintendent on the job site, so that way, instead of, if a resident has an issue, they'll have someone immediately that they can contact with the construction crew. And like I said, they'll be notified about 48 hours before work begins in their area. So we want to make sure that residents had a way to contact the contractor and would get notice. On the comprehensive plan, right now, we're still in the visioning phase. We did get the feedback from that visioning phase, but the next real big deliverable is at the end of July for the comprehensive master plan. So for a little while, we're kind of in a holding pattern as they continue to kind of gather together that visioning plan. And then the sort of next big task on my list now is I'm putting together the plans and specifications so that we could procure the road maintenance contract work that was budgeted in the current budget. And so that is kind of my next big deliverable, and hopefully, with any luck, I'll either be presenting a resolution for that procurement or and to move that forward, because I know everybody's kind of waiting on some of that road maintenance work, and I just want to get that forward. And that's it for engineering. Any questions? Nope.
Thank you, sir.
Number 15, DPW.
I'm just gonna say, the guys picked up 39 bags of litter. The past 7 days, we had 4.3 inches of rain. The past 2 weeks, from all the rain and stuff we had no major problems or nothing like that. The water, you know, it gets on Burnside, but after a little while, it drains on off. And the guys in the drainage department, they've been keeping the drainage ditches and stuff clean. So we haven't been getting no reports or nothing on stuff like that. And all the departments are busy. So we just doing what we do. Any question for me?
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ro.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank y'all.